All right, this is my first leg day back since I pulled a muscle in my glute. So it's been about a good 2 weeks since I've trained any type of legs. That's a big thing that I want to put a lot of emphasis on is if you get injured, don't try to force yourself to push through the injury because that is only going to make things worse. I can tell you that from experience. You are much better off just taking the rest and allowing your body to fully heal. Even once you feel like you have, healed up enough, give it a little more time, give it a few extra days. Like, you're never going to regret waiting a little longer. Like, you're really not going to lose that much muscle. If that's what you think is going to happen, then you are very mistaken. And I promise you, it's the best thing you can do when you get injured is to take the time off. So, all of my movements that I'm doing today, they're going to be pretty light. I'm not going to go super hard on anything. I'm really just going to go through the sets, really trying to just feel everything. So, what I'll start out with is adductors and abductors. You can see when I'm doing my sets, I'm really getting a nice stretch, a nice squeeze. I'm not just bouncing the weight around. I'm going nice and slow. So that is obviously if I'm just throwing a bunch of weight on, the weight that I used to do when I wasn't injured, and I just start repping it out, there's probably a good chance that I'll either tweak something or I'll just re-injure myself. So I promise you, it's not worth it. Like I said, this is my first leg day back in like 2 weeks. So yeah, but what I normally do when I train legs, I have two separate leg days. So I have a quad focus leg day, and then I also have a hamstring and glute focus leg day. But since this is my first time training legs, any type of legs for the past 2 weeks, I just kind of threw them both together. So you'll see after I do the adductor and abductor machines, I'm going to be moving into a lying hamstring curl, and once again, putting a lot of emphasis on the stretch and the squeeze. I'm not just loading up the stack. I'm going nice and light. I'm really feeling the weight. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I still had a really good leg day. I still got a really good pump. And yeah, I felt everything really well. So yeah, and I guess I'll touch on what I actually injured. So it was my upper glute, which is kind of like I didn't think was really a possibility to like pull or tear or anything, but I believe it happened on one of my heavy leg press sets. Just trying to go super deep, and that initial push out of the hole, I think I just tweaked it. Which another thing for injury prevention, I cannot stress enough how important warming up your body and stretching is. That is something that I always do, but if I'm being completely honest, I probably haven't put enough emphasis into it as of late, and I guess this is how I'm gonna learn the hard way is by getting injured and making sure that I don't make that same mistake again. So yeah, but yeah, next thing we're gonna jump into is some leg extensions. So yeah, started out with a hamstring movement, then we're doing the leg extensions. Like I said, I'm not going crazy heavy. I'm not doing um, a whole bunch of exercises today. I'm really just trying to like kind of get the feel for everything, get back into the motions. And since I haven't trained legs in 2 weeks, I'm still getting a great pump. Like everything still feels really good. Um, yeah, you can achieve pretty good results, and you can achieve really good pumps with not a lot of weight. It's all about how you use the weight and how you control it, the tempo you use. All of that plays a huge role. So next thing I'm doing is jumping into a leg press here. Um, you'll see I don't have a lot of weight on the machine again, and I'm going very slow. So another thing that can help prevent injury is the tempo. So if I'm just sitting there, just dropping the weight down and not controlling it on the eccentric, which is like the stretch, you're much more likely to injure yourself because if you think about it, you're not really allowing your muscle to feel the full load on the way down. So if you're going super fast on the way down, you're kind of just you're going fast, and then at the bottom, once you go to push, all of that load hits on your muscle right away. So if you think about it, that can really be an easy way to injure yourself by just not controlling the weight. So always with everything you do, you want to be able to kind of control it. It's kind of like I heard a really good reference the other day. It's kind of like driving a car going into like drive in reverse. So when you're coming to a stop, you don't just like stop, slam on the brakes, throw it in reverse and floor it. Like you want to be very smooth with your movements. Um, Try to think about, you if you have a passenger in the car and they got a big meal on their lap or they're drinking water. How many times have you have you gone to accelerate and someone in your passenger seat is drinking your water, or you're in the passenger seat drinking something and someone accelerates and the water just goes all over you? I know that's happened to me plenty of times. So think about it like that. You just want to, when you get to each like end of the range of motion, so like coming down to the bottom and also at the top, slow down that movement and allow your muscle to really feel the weight. So that's a good analogy that I learned. It's kind of like driving a car. You want to be super smooth coming to a stop and accelerating. So next thing that I move into here is some single leg extensions. These are always really nice to kind of throw in towards the end after I got a good pump going to isolate. And yeah, I mean, overall, just get a really good pump. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. You guys will have to let me know. I still have a few videos to edit before I get to the newer videos, but I picked up some new wireless mics, and I'm actually recording this voiceover with the wireless mic. So look forward to seeing my YouTube videos in the gym where I'm going to be mic'd up and actually talking to you guys. I've already done a couple workouts and I actually really enjoy it. I thought that I might be a little nervous to like talk in the gym and kind of just like talk to myself, but honestly it went really well. And I don't know, I think that's kind of like the next stepping stone for my YouTube journey, and I think it's honestly going to be a lot more enjoyable to watch. At least that's what I personally think. You guys will have to let me know. But yeah, I'm super excited to kind of get into that. Um, if you guys have any other suggestions, anything else you want to see me include in the YouTube videos, please let me know. Or any improvements you think I can make. I want to make this. I always want to be improving. That's kind of the name of the game here. But yeah, we are got these single leg extensions. Not going crazy heavy on them. Really trying to focus on just feeling the weight, feeling the stretch, getting a nice squeeze at the top. A lot of these, since I am going lighter in weight, I do have a higher rep range. So I'm probably going closer to like 15 to 20 reps on a lot of these. Usually aim for like 10 to 14 reps, maybe like 8 to 12 reps. But yeah, and then after that, we will be jumping into some seated hamstring curls. So like I said, I normally would split up my quad day and then I'll have a hamstring and glute day, but I'm kind of throwing them all together, so kind of going back and forth. I always like to, if you are someone that does your leg days, like you do quads and hamstrings in the same day, I always would like to do my hamstrings first. Um, I don't know, it just always feels better, especially before I go into like the heavier compound movements like squats and leg press. I always feel better getting the hamstrings warmed up. Um, Maybe that's just a personal preference. I feel like a lot of people prefer it that way as well. But yeah, nonetheless, that's what we're doing here. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of like what else I want to cover in this. Um, I guess like right now, give you guys an update of where I'm at in my off season. So around, I think it was December 17th was like the official end of the cutting phase, and then now we're kind of into a growing phase now. The food has only been bumped up, I think, twice. So the current date is February 16th. So about 2 months, and we've only bumped up the food twice. So I really haven't added a whole lot of food to the plan, but the strength is definitely coming back. The body weight is going up a little bit. The performance and the pumps in the gym have been great. So it's going well. I'm excited to see what we can push up to for this off season and really put on some good size. Um, Let me cover what I'm doing here. So these are some sissy squats. So I'm kind of just holding on to that platform as a stabilization, and I'm focused on kind of sitting back and pushing my knees out front. This is kind of a really good finisher for the quads. Usually on my quad focused leg day, I would be supersetting these with some leg extensions towards the end of the workout. But yeah, these are always super good. I try to do around, I think around 15 to 20 reps on these normally. But yeah, these are a great finisher to really kind of seal the quad pump. And yeah, but yeah, I'm super excited to see like what kind of progress we can make this year. I had a lot of great progress in the past year. So just kind of gonna take it one day at a time. I definitely am hungry. I definitely miss eating the bigger meals, but I know we'll get there eventually. But yeah, we're trusting the process, and we will get there eventually. But yep, you can see I'm kind of finishing off these last few sets, kind of burning it out. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and I appreciate you watching.